in Kansas are should be investigated for a case involving the death of a 56-year-old woman by the name of Deanne Choate. Now, the woman from Kansas apparently went out with her boyfriend. They had a few drinks. Apparently, they were tipsy after having a few drinks. They go back to their home and they get into a verbal argument. Now, at that point, her boyfriend calls the authorities and lets the authorities know, hey, my girlfriend's out of control. She has a gun. I'm concerned that she's suicidal. Can you guys please come and de-escalate this situation? Well, unfortunately, the situation did not get de-escalated. She ended up getting shot and killed. Now, they showed up and they ordered her to show a gun that her boyfriend said that she had fired. When she did that, after throwing on a hoodie, police opened fire anyway, putting her to sleep for good. Now, that's according to what the Daily Beast reported. Allegedly, what occurred is when they showed up to her home, she had gone to sleep and she was naked, which is why they, basically told her that she needed to get dressed and show them the weapon. When she did show them the weapon, they went ahead and shot her. Now, it was around 9:45 p.m. on March 26 last year when police responded to the 911 call by her boyfriend, Andrew Musto, claiming she was under the influence of alcohol, maybe suicidal, and had a gun. This is according to a civil lawsuit that was filed by her family, okay? Before the cops showed up, the neighbors said that they could hear she took a shot outside with that pistol. So they heard the gunshot. The cops probably knew that she had that gun. Her son said that his mother is completely naked under there, and she said, could I have something to put on? I'm naked. I didn't call you here. What do you want? Where's the gun? The cop repeated, and this is according to video footage that they have. We know you have a gun. They tell her, ma'am, you need to get out of bed so we can clear the room. She says, I'm 53 years old. I don't just bounce out of bed. She says, oh, here it is, after she sees the gun. She goes to lift her blanket and get up, and the cop says, drop the gun, drop the fucking gun, boom, boom, boom. That's when they shoot her, okay? She was struck twice in the chest and once in the abdomen. The police refused to release any statements about this, and the only reason why the family has the video is because they filed this suit against the police department.
What a weird combination we have in this country where everybody's encouraged to get a gun. Gun, 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 Second Amendment rights, I'm going to keep myself safe. At the same time, the same people who encourage everybody to go get a gun encourage the cops to shoot anyone who's got a gun, right? Well, gee, she had a gun. I mean, she had a gun. The cops have every right. They'll say the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't get it. Wait, didn't she have Second Amendment rights to have the gun?
I feel like one of the most dangerous things you can have inside your home is a gun.
Oh, especially if the cops show up. I mean, they'll kill you if you have a bat. They'll kill you if you have a blade. They'll kill you if you're unarmed sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, we've done a couple of stories of African Americans who were naked and unarmed. She's naked. Now, she did have a gun, but they called in. Her family called in for you to help her. They were worried she was suicidal. Was there any indication based on that fact pattern that she intended to kill the cops? No. But if any threat, no, that's it. Who here to help you? Are you kidding me? We're cops. No, if we sense that you are in any way, shape, or form a threat, we're going to put you down. Suicide will help you out, right? And so stories like this, and you think, wait, if I have a problem, should I call the cops, or are they going to come and shoot me?
Look, if you know that there is a gun in the house, I highly recommend that you avoid calling the cops. And that's a scary thing, because any type of potential threat gives them the right to shoot and kill you. Now, these 3 cops that were involved in this shooting have not been disciplined in any way, shape, or form. There was an internal investigation.
Oh, of course there
right?
was.
Which led to nothing.
Really?
And
Shocking.
I get it. A cop's job is difficult, but just pause for a second and ask a few questions. Ask a few questions. If someone is telling you that this person is suicidal, that doesn't mean that you go in there guns blazing and immediately start shooting her. She was naked, she was sleeping. Again, ask a few questions before you start shooting.
Now, the reason they didn't discipline them is because they taught them to shoot. It's the training of the cops where they say, if there's anything that vaguely looks like a threat, who cares? Execute the person. We'll worry about it later. Don't worry. We'll clear you in an internal investigation. Mm-hmm. The training tells you to shoot. So then we're surprised when they shoot? Of course they shoot.
It's just so unfortunate because, look, my fiance's sister is a cop, okay? And recently we were talking about a situation she was involved in where there was a man barricaded inside a home. He was threatening them. He had a gun. At one point, he pointed his gun outside the window at the cops, right? They did not shoot, okay? I don't know how they miraculously did it, but they de-escalated the situation. They restrained him. He's in custody now, right? There are cops that are in these threatening situations every single day, and they manage to handle it professionally and safely. But then you have clowns like this who do what they do, and police departments refuse to fire them. They refuse to speak out against this type of excessive force, and it makes the good cops look terrible.
Yeah, and you know, my house got broken into. I've told this story before, and then people were like, on the right wing, were like, "Ha ha! See, don't you wish you had a gun on you?" Now look at this story. Now, if I had a gun, would I have pulled it when a crazy man burst into our house in the middle of the night with my family in the house? Now, everybody who's Second Amendment advocate, all that, they would have said, pull the gun, pull the gun. And then what happened? Cops showed up. And if I opened the door with a gun in my hand, when they had reports of a crazy man who'd actually gone to a bunch of houses in the neighborhood and was in someone's house, and I opened the door with a gun in my hand, what happens?
They're going to think you're the threat.
There's a 40% chance I die that night, right? I don't have a gun. The cops come in, they tackle the guy, and everything's fine. You're so much more likely to get shot if you've got a gun in the house. But okay, I know, you're going to keep yourself safe. Good luck with that.